Hello, this is Lucy Graham. I am going to work on trying to add a domain that I have in GoDaddy to Dropfunnels. And I've been trying to do this a couple of times, and so I decided I would try and record this so that we can see what it is I'm doing wrong and get someone to help me check it out and see what's going on. So the recording is started. And so now what I'm going to do is share my screen. And of course, I'm open to my Zoom meetings. What I would like to do first is go to Cloudflare. And when I'm in Cloudflare, you see that I am working with lucy-graham.com. And they told us to complete your name server setup. And so I'm supposed to log into my GoDaddy account. So I will show you that. And here I am working on DNS management. And one of the things that I have already done for this particular one is add the A record for the @ symbol to go to the number for Dropfunnels. These other two numbers, I'm not able to edit at this point. I'm hoping that once it gets transferred over, that this will then appear and I can disconnect some things. So the other thing that it tells you to do in Cloudflare, let me go back there, is log in and remove these name servers and replace them with one that starts with Dean and one that starts with Mona. So when I was in my GoDaddy account, I was able to scroll down here and where it says change my name servers, that's what I did. And both Dean and Mona have been added here. But these still appear. And they still show up here. So let's try clicking on change. And it says connect name servers is risky. But what Lorna said was to kind of ignore some of those instructions because GoDaddy is trying to make sure you don't. So I'm connecting my domain. And it says to a website. And if I look at this, I don't see Dropfunnels. So I'm not doing that. It is WordPress though. I wonder if I'm supposed to select that. Let me click on select. And now we'll press connect. Okay, WordPress blog URL. Put Lucy to work. So, no, it's not on WordPress, it's on Dropfunnels. So I think I will go back, press cancel. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, those of you that are watching this, and maybe we'll get somewhere else. Now, I've also set up that this one would go domain forwarding to this, so that this, and the reason I've done that is in my book, my Traveling Tuesdays book, I have on the back that my website is lucy-graham.com. And so if people go to that, I'm hoping that it will forward them to where they can opt in to get my book, which is one of the funnels that I've created on Dropfunnels. So let me see if I can get into Dropfunnels. I'm going to go here. And if I go to my network, I'll just go to my main site. Just show you the dashboard. Up here under quick links, if I go to knowledge base and I typed in domains, and it said add or change the custom domain. I want to add a custom, I want to add a domain. So I'm just going to look at this. You can see I've been there before. So when we add, it says, log into your Dropfunnels, settings, set custom domain. Okay, let's go back to Dropfunnels and go to settings. And set custom domain. And you can see that my custom domain is travelingtuesdaysbook.com. That one is all connected. And it says point this address to here. You can also create a C number pointing to our domain. Our domain, WordPress 112. Okay, let's try adding that. So I'm going to copy. Let's go back to domain messenger. That was a C name. So if we add a C name, go back here so I can have a look. I always have these things open at the wrong place. All right, you create a C name on your domain pointing to our domain. All right. So let's go back to this. A C name that points to that WordPress. Now, what kind of a C name is this? Domain Connect. WordPress, hostpress.com. And what kind is this? I'm not sure if it's supposed to be www, whether it's supposed to be Domain Connect. What did that say? This was in here. You can also create a CNAME record on your domain, pointing to our domain. All right. So on this one, log into your Dropfunnels, settings, set domain, select an existing text, delete any existing text for existing custom domains, and place your new domain in the field. All right. Point the A to that and create a CNAME pointing to that. So number one, let's go there. Was that helpful? I'm not really changing, so let's go back to domain. Add or change existing sites. What is this? Added into Cloudflare. In Cloudflare, I've added my site, entered the domain name, select the free account, and doing all the rest. And that's what I've already done in Cloudflare. Complete your nervous setup. So read our step-by-step instructions. It says change your domain name servers. How to check if your domain name servers are now pointing to Cloudflare. How to check if they're pointing to I'm not finding what I need. So let's go back. Domain manager. Let's see. WordPress. They won't let me do it unless I pick a host. I'm going to hit Dropfunnels. I'm thinking that this might need to be when it goes www. I'll try that again. Okay, let's try that. They like Dropfunnels, but they didn't like the other. So I'm just going to leave it as Dropfunnels and save. Okay, if I don't need that, I'll get rid of it, but I haven't. All right, let's go back here. And it says sign in. Okay, I'm in. Let's go to it doesn't help me at all. So let's get out of here. I'll back it up. However, dashboard is loading. Let's go back to here. And I want to show you what I already have. I have this one set up. And when I came here, okay, review settings. View recommendations. I'll go back. And I have two here. View all websites. Okay. In this account, I'm on the free plan. All right. In the past 24 hours, it says I've had 51 visitors, which I think is amazing. What are the requests? View more analysis. What else are they going to show me? Web traffic requests. All from Canada, but they were unique visitors. I don't understand what all this means, but looks good. Attacks blocked. What's MB? Germany, Sweden. Okay, let's look at this. Security. Total threats, none. This is my Traveling Tuesdays book. Okay, so let's see what happens if I go to Lucy Resources. That doesn't help me. How about analysis? probably nothing because I'm still in the process of getting this. Okay, let's go back. Transfer to Cloudflare. I must add a payment method. I've got the free one, I'm not transferring it. Okay. That's pending the name server. What if I do go back to this and click on this instead of the pending? No, it still takes me the same thing. All right. Now, when I went to Google, I did okay, transfer domain from Google to Cloudflare. I was there 4 days ago. Ensure you've created an account that includes your domain and changed your DNS name service. I'm trying. Register a new domain. That just means, I think it just means register the fact that I bought a domain, right? I've registered it where at this moment from there. So let's go back to Google. And let's see if there's anything on YouTube. Okay, how do I transfer a domain from Google to Cloudflare? Log into your account, add the site, put your domain name, select the plan, review your records, and then give you new name servers. I've got all that done. How to transfer a domain from GoDaddy to Cloudflare. Let's watch this one.
For just $67, you can make as many videos as you want. You never need to pick up a camera or use any fancy editing software. In this video, we're going to learn how to transfer a domain from GoDaddy.com to Cloudflare.com. The reason that we're going to transfer to Cloudflare is that they are notoriously pretty affordable and some of the cheapest renewals that I've found on. That's why we're going to use Cloudflare for this example. While we're going to use Cloudflare for this video, the steps that I'm going to take on GoDaddy to transfer the domain away is exactly the same steps that you would take if you were to transfer your domain to another registrar. So you can substitute the steps that I'm taking for whatever registrar you want to move this website domain to. And if you're going to use Cloudflare, all the better. This video is just for you. So if you have you're already set to go. But if you don't have Cloudflare, you can get one by going to Cloudflare.com and then clicking the sign up button. So once you click on sign up, you just need to enter a password, and then you're all set to go. For email address, once that arrives, and then you'll be able to log into your cloud. Okay, so now that you have a Cloudflare account and GoDaddy account that already has all of the information on it. What you can do next is log into your GoDaddy account and then drop down next to your name, click My Products. In the My Products section, click on one of your domains that you want to transfer. So I'm going to start with this domain right here. So the first thing you need to do is to go into Cloudflare and then add a site. Type in the name of my site. Correct. Add site. And I'm not going to select any of these. I'm just going to go with the free option because that's all we need right now. So now we have the DNS records for the domain as they exist within GoDaddy. We don't here, just click on it. And the next set of instructions are going to show you how you can log into your GoDaddy account and name servers and add. So let's go and do that right now. So go to our domain manager and scroll way down here and we click on Manage DNS. Now we're in the DNS management settings for this domain. Down, you can see name servers, and now we can change our default name servers. So again, GoDaddy makes this very difficult because they know you're trying to transfer your domain away. So click on the button that says enter my own name servers, the advanced version, go back to Cloudflare, copy each one of these, just paste them.
Okay, I'm going to try that part in there. Let me see.
Done that, make sure that both of these are correct, and then click on save. Again, we want to consent to update the name servers. We know what we're doing. Then click on continue. And then it's going to wait a couple minutes for this name server to update. So I'm going to go back into Cloudflare. And done. Check.
Okay.
The quick start guide, so I can get started for this. I'm going to
All right. Let me see if that's what happened in my GoDaddy account. So when I went to GoDaddy and come down here, it says change. And down at the bottom, enter my own name servers. Ah, and one of them is Dean, and one of them is Mona. And I click save. And yes, I consent. And then I click continue. All right, back to the video.
save these settings, but you can, of course, manage this however you like.
Okay, now I need to go back here and say, check name servers and wait a few hours for an echo. All right, I think I found the spot. All right, now let's listen to the rest of this.
Updating on my domain right now. I don't really need to save any of these different features. There's nothing to minify. Sure, we can use Throatly. So now what's going to happen is that GoDaddy will hopefully, within a reasonable amount of time, remove these name servers from the account and then update them with the name servers that you've entered, name server 1 from Cloudflare and name server 2. So I'm going to come back in a couple minutes or a couple hours and see if this transition is taking place. Okay, So it's been a couple minutes, and I can see that if I refresh the page within Cloudflare, it says that Cloudflare is now protecting your site. If I go back into the domain manager for this domain, I can see that the name servers have updated to Cloudflare name servers. So now what I can do is I can actually transfer this domain into Cloudflare so that I can renew the domain on Cloudflare instead of renewing it through GoDaddy. GoDaddy is notoriously more expensive to renew your domains. I think it's somewhere around like $12 to $13 a year for a .com. And Cloudflare is much cheaper because they renew your domains at cost. You can go to the Cloudflare registrar, which is cloudflare.com/products/registrar. And I'll include a link within the description below. You can see that there is at-cost pricing for registration and renewal. So while GoDaddy might charge you 11 or 12 bucks every single year to renew your domain, Cloudflare is only going to charge you 8 bucks. And you really won't find a lower price out there on the internet today for these types of renewals, especially if you have these common top levels, .com, .net, .info. So click on register now, and you can see that we don't have any domains currently within Cloudflare, but that'll change soon. If we go into transfer, you'll see that we have our current domain, SedonaChocolates.com, and it's going to cost us exactly what it said on that earlier page, $8.03. Before we transfer our domain over into Cloudflare, we have to add a payment method. So I'm going to go and do that right now. And then I'll come back to this page before.
Okay.
Creating a WordPress website, why start from scratch?
Let's take this back a bit. I missed that section. All right.
With Elementor, you can kickstart your new website.
Okay, so I've added a Cloudflare's only going to charge you 8 bucks, and you really won't find a lower
How to get to there?
service. So now what I can do is I can actually transfer this domain into Cloudflare so that I can renew the domain on Cloudflare instead of renewing it. GoDaddy is notoriously more expensive to renew your domains. I think it's somewhere $12 to $13 a year. Update them with the name servers that you've entered, name server 1 from Cloudflare and name server 2. So I'm going to come back in a couple minutes or a couple hours and see if this transition takes place. Okay, so it's been a couple minutes, and I can see that if I refresh the page within Cloudflare, it says that Cloudflare is now protecting the site. If I go back into the domain manager for this domain, I can see that the name servers have updated to the Cloudflare name server. So now what I can do is I can actually transfer this domain into Cloudflare so that I can renew the domain on Cloudflare instead of renewing it. GoDaddy is notoriously more expensive to renew your domains. I think it's somewhere around $12 to $13 for a .com. And Cloudflare is much cheaper because they renew your domains at cost. You can go to the Cloudflare registrar, which is cloudflare.com/products/registrar. I'll include a link within the description below. You can see that there is at-cost pricing for registration and renewal. So while GoDaddy might charge you 11 or 12 bucks every single year to renew your domain, Cloudflare is only going to charge you 8 bucks. And you really won't find a lower price out there on the internet today for these types of renewals, especially if you have these common top levels, .com, .net, .info, etc. So click on register now, and you can see that we don't have any domains currently within Cloudflare, but that'll change soon. If we go to transfer, you'll see that we have our current domain, SedonaChocolates.com, and it's going to cost us exactly what it said on that earlier page, $8.03. Before we transfer our domain over into Cloudflare, we have to add a payment method. So I'm going to go and do that right now, and then I'll come back to this page before Okay, so I've added a credit card to my payment methods, and now I'm going to go back to registrar. Again, I'm going to go to transfer. Then I'm going to see that I have the ability to confirm domains now. So domains, and log into GoDaddy, unlock the domain, request the authorization code, and then enter the authorization code here. So let's go and do that now. So go back to GoDaddy, and from the My Products page, get to My Products by clicking on the drop down and clicking on My Products. We're going to go into the domain itself. Then if we scroll all the way down at the bottom, we're going to click on Transfer Domain away from GoDaddy. GoDaddy is going to try everything within their power to make sure that we don't transfer the domain, but we're going to not give them more money than we have to and continue with transfer. Keep in mind that there are certain limitations where you will not be able to transfer. This spans across any registrar that you use. Typically, the restrictions are you can't have purchased the domains in the last 60 days, and you can't have already transferred the domain to another registrar within 60 days. There's also some special restrictions around certain types of TLDNs. And if you have one of those unique TLDNs, it might be additional restrictions on how and when you're able to transfer one registrar. In this instance, because we haven't purchased this domain within the last 60 days, we haven't transferred it either. So I'm going to click on transfer. And click on the button that says click here to see authorization code. And I'm going to copy this code to my folder. Once I've done that, I'll go back to Cloudflare, and I'll paste the authorization code here. Once I've done this, I'll click on Confirm Authorization Codes. And then it'll require me to enter my contact information for DNS Records. And then when I'm done doing that, Confirm button, and then go to the next page. Okay, so now I have but we're not done yet. There's one last step that we have to do on GoDaddy.com in order to finalize the transfer of this domain. And I'm going to wait a couple hours and then come back to this to show you where this setting is. The process is to
Okay, I just got an email saying that they were transferred. So let's review the settings. Redirect all requests. Enable automatic. Not sure. Let's go back here. Oh, now it's active. So when I click on it, can I review settings? Go to the overview page. That's the overview page. Review my settings. Okay. View the deck or apply. All right. Not sure if I'm doing the right thing here. So let's go to view all sets. What happens when I go here? I see this in the last 24 hours. Okay, so that one is traveling Tuesdays. And now what happens to this? Do more, configure website settings to improve security, optimize your performance, and get the most from your plan. So I'm still registered with that. So if I click on manage domain, when does this one expire? Okay. Okay, if I want to transfer, then I have to add a payment method. Okay, so let's just come down here. My current expiration is next year in November, the following year there. So do I wait till it expires? That's a good question to ask. Okay. All right. So let's go back into GoDaddy. Still can't delete that. I can delete those two, but I don't need to. I can't delete those, which I wished I could. And it says change the name servers. Okay. Now this looks much different than what I had before. So let's renew this. DNS records define. So let's see what records I have. No, I don't want that. I go around the wrong place. Domains. All right. This is a help page, I think. So let's go back up here to manage my products, or let's just go here. Let's see. Automatic renewal is on. Yay! The name servers are now here. Let's look at the records. That takes me to the wrong place. So I'm going back. Am I in a different one? Okay, let's go back here, domain manager. I want DNS. That's not where I want to be. That was off. Cancel domain. Okay. And where's this manage DNS? Where are my records? Okay, I'm still in here. LucyResources.com. Okay, so let's see if we can do this other one. Lucy-Graham. That's not where I want it to be. Let's go back. Okay. My domains. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't see this one. Products and services. Why? I'm not going to renew that one. I want this one and go to DNS. And that I end up. Why can't I see all my records? Okay, I have a lot of questions. Question number 1. Well, let's go back here. And let's watch this for a bit.
Wait a couple hours. Back into your GoDaddy account. Go to your account. And then under domains, click on manage all. So you notice within this page that the domain that we're trying to transfer currently has this pending transfer out next step. But notice what happens when I click on view details. It happens every single time. What you have to do in this case is you have to go to the drop down arrow right here next to domains, click on transfers, and then click on transfers out. Select all transfers out. And here you will see the final step in this GoDaddy transfer process. You need to select the check mark next to the domain that you're trying to transfer out, and then accept the transfer. And you get this message right here. Within 15, sometimes 30 minutes, this domain will be off of your GoDaddy account, and it will live in your new domain registrar, or in our case, it will live within Cloudflare. And that's how you transfer the domain out from GoDaddy into Cloudflare, where you can manage all the different renewal options there at a much cheaper price and really remove yourself from having to deal with any of the. I hope this helped, and if you have any questions about this entire process, please feel free to leave a comment below. I do try to read each and every one of those comments for those asking for help. And again, if you have any other things that you'd like to learn about as it relates to GoDaddy or domain names or websites, leave a comment below with what you're trying to discover. I'm interested to see if it's worth making a video about.
Okay, I must save this. Control C. And let's go back to this. Stop sharing for the minute. And I will go and add this into the chat. Okay, and just in case we miss this.
Hopefully this will help you pass core vitals and at least get you a better teaching support. I already wrote an extensive tutorial on this, which I'll leave a link to in the video description. But I'll try to make this as quick and painless as possible. If you haven't signed up for WP Rocket yet.
So that's the last one. And let's just turn that off. I'll go back to this. Okay, I put that into the thing. I'm still recording. Let me still go back to share screen so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I have copied that URL and I want to put it and save it in a document. Let's see what this says. Google Docs. I don't have too many open, so I'm going to just for now create a new folder. Thank you. And in this folder, I'm going to call it resources for transferring and changing name servers. And paste that YouTube solved one problem, but have more questions. Awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to this page. I'll stop sharing. And I think I will stop the recording at this point and just review what I've done and see if I can learn some more. Have a great day, everyone. I think I solved the first problem. Next challenge will be, when do I actually transfer it out? Before it renews, but if the expiry date is a couple of years away, why wait? Why do it now? I don't get my money back. Okay. More questions. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.